block. Gayle denied to join Meg's podcast, after Duchess Badmouthing file towards celebrities leaked. Gayle King snubbed Meghan Markle, royal not interested in having her friend on Spotify podcast. Meghan Markle has been asking all her A-list friends to be a guest on her new podcast, with the exception of one who denied her, Gayle King. Gayle learned of some of Meghan's absurd requests to her podcast guests. Had to create absurd dialogue, feature the Duchess in good words, invent suspenseful stories according to Meg's script, which for Gayle was against her working principles. So Gayle originally didn't want to participate. Moreover, a source also revealed that Meghan always spoke badly of Gayle and emphasized that the two were not close. Gayle is great, but she isn't Serena Williams or Mariah Carey. Meghan knows she has to deliver big guests and numbers for her new podcast, especially because she is getting paid so much money, sources tell us. Meghan and Harry's deal with Spotify is worth an estimated $25 million multi-year deal in December 2020. Gayle would be perfect for season 2, or if a guest dropped out at the last minute. Gayle is on TV 5 mornings a week for 2 hours. At the moment Meghan wants big stars who we don't hear from as much as we get to hear from Gayle. Friends of Kings tell us that Gayle considers Meghan a friend and understands the decision. As we previously reported, Spotify did not have any content from the couple to release in 2021, which led to them hiring a series of expensive producers to help the royals produce content. A source told The Sun at the time, Spotify has been waiting a long time for some content from Harry and Meghan, and now it appears they have finally taken matters into their own hands. Hiring a raft of in-house talent on Spotify's side will ensure they finally squeeze something out of them as they bid to honor their contract, the insider continued. Meghan finally premiered her podcast Archetypes last month. The program quickly topped the top of the charts, beating podcast king, Joe Rogan. Before this, there's something odd going on with Oprah and Gayle King's social media accounts. Markle News 1 on Instagram has reposted a deleted tweet from Cat Dwyer Stevenson, which says that the two Sussex mouthpieces no longer have references, save from mentions of the "me you can't see" of Harry and Meghan on their Twitter feeds. So it appears they have both been scrubbed. We want to say that we do not believe the moon bump/surrogacy rumors. Yes, weird things were happening with Meghan during her pregnancy with Archie. But the same was said with Beyoncé when she was pregnant with Blue Ivy. With Queen Bee, photos of her in a bikini with a baby bump made the naysayers back off. If both Archie and Lily were born via a surrogate, they wouldn't be eligible for the line of succession. Their parents would know this, especially Harry. History.com lists heirs of her body when talking about William III's successor, his sister-in-law, Anne, as he and his wife, Mary II, had no heirs of their own. However, we wouldn't put it past the Sussexes to hide a fact like this. After all, they did lie about what time Archie was born when he came into the world in 2019. By the time the announcement came out that Markle had gone into labor, the child had already been born. The moon bump theory. We don't believe this, but there was a rumor going around that when the Oprah interview was filmed, some of Oprah's production team found a moon bump. So it was brought to the attention of Winfrey, who then confronted Meghan about it, but she, Markle, refused to comment. There is no way that this is why the Sussexes have been scrubbed from Winfrey and King's Twitter accounts. If it were, they would have removed the references a while ago and not mentioned Harry's private conversation with his father and brother after the interview had gone to air. Also, Oprah would not have jumped to Harry and Meghan's defense. What we think happened. Finally, we're at our post's interesting part, what we think happened, and no, our theory has nothing to do with Piers Morgan. We think that Oprah and Gayle might be distancing themselves from the Sussexes because of the backlash they've both gotten for backing them. We know that they have not fact-checked anything that Meghan and Harry said in the Oprah interview, and they know they didn't. Look at how quickly King reported on Harry's private talk with Charles and William and the aftermath. Though, this has never stopped either of them from talking before. But, honestly, it shouldn't matter. They're trying to be woke and both fall miserably at it. They're trying